press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello guys, welcome to the Bollywood Talk Show on IWM Buzz. This is your host and host Shubhajit Ghosh, and today I have with me somebody. She's literally Nari Shakti Zindabad. I'm talking about none other than the pride of India, the pride of my hometown, none other than Miss Rani Mukherjee. Thank you so much for being with us on the show, ma'am. It's a pleasure having you over here.
Pleasure talking to you. You have
My
such
pleasure.
a wonderful voice.
Thank you so much. That's a huge compliment. Ma'am, first thing that I want to ask you that, it's a women-oriented film. It's about, empowering women. Times have changed. We have seen that, in today's time, women are a lot more stronger. They believe in themselves and their strength a lot more than what they used to before. So, do you think that this change? How do you think Mardani 2? When people see and they actually go to the theaters and see Mardani 2, how will they be influenced positively from the movie?
I think Mardani 2 or Mardani as a franchise has always been spearheading the cause of empowering women, and Shivani Shivaji Roy actually stands as the true embodiment of women empowerment because she's a female cop, she's brave, she's fearless, and the way actual female cops are of our country who are in uniform, they are the dynamic ones, they're the brave hearts who actually go out there and work for us 24/7 tirelessly. And through Shivani's character, I've been able to bring across their commitment, their voice on mainstream, because whenever you talk of cops, you have like a male cop in your head.
That vision is there.
That vision is there. So I think somewhere I'm trying to break that stereotype of thinking, because police officers don't come with a specific gender.
Absolutely.
And I think women cops need to be celebrated much more than we actually do. And I think through Mardani it gives me an opportunity to bring their voice, to bring them on the mainstream.
Yeah. Fantastic. And ma'am, Mardani came I think 4 or 5 years back, and now we have this movie Mardani 2.
Right.
So how much do you think the society, when it comes to treating women, has changed from then till now, when Mardani 2 is coming? Or do you think it has actually changed?
I think by and large, we can't sit and talk about society in general just like that and give our viewpoint, because our country is really huge, and there are a lot of people living in our country, so we can't really just talk about society and just make a comment on it. But I would say that we are all in work in progress, and I think we're getting there. And there are many people who have been influenced and who have been probably seeing a change in their own lives. There are men who have started thinking differently. There are women who are thinking of themselves as more powerful and more courageous, and they're slightly more aware, because I think Nirbhaya case changed everything in our country.
Absolutely.
Because it was the first time that through the media we actually got to know about the horrific details of that crime, and it shook us. Not that these kind of crimes were not happening before, but it was the first time that we as citizens of the country heard about it, and we were angered and we were probably saddened and we were in disbelief. So Mardani 1 was my way of channelizing that anger and do a role where I could bring that anger out. Mardani 2 is the same, and I think the fact that today people are liking a film like Mardani is the true, I would say the belief is there that men and women, both of them are enjoying to watch something like that, and that's only possible because there's a change in people's mindsets, that they are actually accepting women in a position of power, and they are actually celebrating it. So I would say yes, there has definitely been a shift.
So right now we're going to play a rapid fire game, and I hope that we can keep it really interesting for you, ma'am. So the first question that I have for you is that one food that you absolutely cannot let go of whenever you see it in front of you. It's like khana hi hai.
I think that would be Shandesh and Mishti Doi.
Tell Bengalis about it.
Yes.
What's the strangest thing that you have ever eaten and you felt like, why?
So there is this fruit in I think Malaysia called the durian, which smells crazily bad, but apparently it's supposed to be a delicacy there. And I was told that because it's a delicacy I should try it, but I couldn't get to eat it because I couldn't go past the smell.
What's the first thing that you do when you wake up in the morning?
I drink water and I go see my daughter.
Oh, that rhymes as well, water, daughter. Okay, what's that job or field where you feel that you would be amazing if, like, apart from acting, that one
I think I would be a good lawyer. Yeah.
And that shows on screen as well,
Probably.
the conviction that you work with. The best perk and the worst demerit when it comes to being a famous personality in India.
So the first perk I would say is that I get to put a smile on millions of faces who I don't even know.
Yeah.
But they know me because of my work,
Yeah.
and they love me because of my work. So I think that's a wonderful thing, because if you can spread joy and love and happiness, I think there's nothing more brilliant than that. In today's times when there's so much of hate, there is one side where you see so much of love.
Yeah.
So yes, so that's a merit that we have through my job. And the demerit I would say would be that we are judged very easily today for anything, any mistake that we would do. So then we are judged really, really harshly, and I think that comes with the merit. So the demerit would be the opposite of that, which
Exactly.
is we get judged really very easily.
Yeah. What according to you is more important, box office or critical acclaim?
I think box office is very, very important, because when you see the kind of numbers that your film gets in, that translates directly into the number of people who have watched it.
Absolutely.
So I think that's very, very important, because as a performer, you're wanting as many people to watch your work and admire your work.
See that on screen, on the
See
big
that
screen.
on screen, on big screen, or admire you for your work, because you're working for the audience.
Yeah.
So I would say box office. But yes, critical acclaim is equally important, because when the critiques critique your work, they actually tell you that you're good or you're bad at a certain way, and you can actually improve from there on.
Yeah. If you could actually be a lady police officer, what is that one thing you would want to change immediately in the country?
Oh my God, that's a big one. I think it's really tough to say, because as police officers, you can't always avert a crime,
Yeah.
because you actually go to a crime scene after the crime is committed.
Yeah.
And it's very, very difficult. So I just wish, or I would hope, I wouldn't say what I want to do, but I wish there could be a gadget in which there could be like surveillance cameras like everywhere in the country, where cops could see and they could like arrive like Mr. India.
It's like
The
ho
click
gaya
of a
fatak se
button.
pahunch
Yeah,
gaye.
absolutely.
And the last question.
होने से पहले actually.
Yeah, actually, होने से पहले पहुंच गए उनको पकड़ के गिरफ्तार करने के लिए.
Absolutely.
And the last question, your biggest fear. Do you have any?
I did have till this film happened. So I had the biggest fear of water, being in water, because I don't know how to swim.
Achha.
But I achieved and I overcame my fear by doing an underwater action sequence in the film.
And this was your first underwater action sequence
Yes,
ever?
yes.
Fantastic, man.
So
Looking forward to that in the movie.
yes, absolutely.
Yeah. It's a pleasure having you on the show, ma'am, and
Thank
I
you.
wish you all the best for the
Thank
movie
you.
and all your future endeavors.
Thank
you so much,
Thank
ma'am. That's a wrap today at IWM Buzz. See you for more. Stay tuned.
Hi, I'm Rani Mukherjee and you're watching me on IWM Buzz.